This is full. He's even elevatoring a Reaper out of the medevac. I don't think I've ever seen that. And here comes the attack right now. Is he going to be prepared looking for production tab? He only has a couple roaches, but they have just spawned right on top of these units. This timing could not have been better for DongRaeGu.
Yeah, absolutely. DongRaeGu getting those roaches out just in the nick of time. But these Hellions are going to run down into the natural. The drones are all stacking up. Oh, big shot. Two big shots and a third. Yeah, so many drones going down. Very, very effective harass coming out of MMA here. Getting a grand total of, count it, Husky. Oh my gosh, it's still going on in the main. 17 drone kills from MMA there. That was brutal.
Extremely uncomfortable spot for him to be in because look, he's got his lair on the way now. His third base. I mean, you're going to have to defend it against those Hellions. So MMA's got to be feeling pretty confident here. I mean, look at the damage he's dealt. 1,300 resources and units lost. And when you lose 17 drones before the 10-minute mark, that is extremely difficult to recover from. You can see him attempting to do just that, though. He is droning heavily once again. He's already almost tied in the worker count.
Yeah, man. This is a build that the Slayers players, that rhymes so much. They've been doing it a lot, right? It's elevatoring a few Marines and some Hellions, and it's been so effective all tournament long. There's actually posts about it on Team Liquid. Hellions once again going to poke up into the main base. They're going to be met by some roaches, so MMA's going to pick them up and get out of there. I do want to say, in spite of the drone losses, 17 workers killed. Right. Worker count is still even.
Yeah, and the Hellions not able to do any more harassment right there. The medevac dropping them. Look at this, very low on HP. But you know what? Hellions do just as much damage to drones regardless of how much damage they have ensued. And if they are able to sneak up inside this expansion, which thankfully for DRG, he does have his roaches there to defend it. And right now, supply is 87 to 82, still fairly close in that regard, and continuing to massive drones.
I'm really scared here, Husky, because I think maybe DongRaeGu drones a little bit too much. A big push coming up into the third base. Only a few roaches there, and there are just not many units out on the map for DongRaeGu. Oh no, only half these guys fighting. Every one of those drones is going to fall to the Blue Flame Hellions, and I think this third base might be dead.
Yeah, I don't think there's much that DongRaeGu can do. His roaches for backup are completely out of position during this. MMA is going to be expanding to the top right side, so he will be ahead in an expansion, which is just going to put him even further and further in the lead. Even a Viking flying around being extremely annoying, taking down those overlords. The Queen going to help deal with that. There is a Hydralisk
in the middle of the map. DongRaeGu just trying to take this forward third base. It's not where I would have expanded, because look at that. The Terran army is going to meet that before it meets anything else, and that hatchery is absolutely going to have to be canceled, and it doesn't get canceled at all. It just dies.
And at the same time, there's going to be a drop outside of the natural. If he can kill these drones here, it will be absolutely lights out, because this is really his main mining base. Now, he is going to hold it off, save several drones there, but now he's going to have to deal with this big army in the center. And we've seen the multitasking of MMA in basically every game so far, and it's really starting to show here. This is the footing that MMA wants to be on, where he can micro at multiple different locations, and that's also a lot of Marauders.
Oh, man, MMA absolutely playing his game. Roach Hydra out of Zerg against Marine Marauder, Blue Flame Hellion Medevac. It just doesn't feel like a good mix to me, but who knows? Maybe DongRaeGu is going to surprise us with something.
And DongRaeGu currently way out of position to defend against this drop. He does have a couple of roaches here just to buy a little time, and he will hold off this drop once again. But this is so frustrating for DongRaeGu because he can't have these armies all grouped up. He does have to spread them out. Are these Hydras going to be enough to take on this army? There's going to be a very important battle in the center here. All the Hydras and roaches are shooting, but the Marauder Slow has whittled down this army, and look at the micro there. The Hellions are going to be doing a lot of damage to these Hydras as well. DongRaeGu is up against the ropes of the expansion as well. He is getting dropped, so this is going to be it for DongRaeGu. It's got to be so tough for him to hold this, though.
A huge push coming up the natural ramp into the natural expansion of DongRaeGu. I just don't think he can hold here, Husky, because his unit composition just frankly doesn't make that much sense. There's a lot of Zerg units, though. These medevacs healing so much. Marauders killing the roaches, Marines killing the Hydras, and MMA cleaning up in the natural expansion of DongRaeGu. If you look in the middle of the map, so many Terran units streaming across. Very good GG. MMA can eliminate DongRaeGu and advance further in the bracket. What an epic series of games there. Game 2, that was one of the better. Game 2 was one of the better TVZs I've ever seen.
Yeah,
that was an excellent set, man. MMA playing such good StarCraft, and you know what? He just got into his groove of it. He got to play the game he wanted to play, and he punished DongRaeGu at every turn.
So it is going to be all down to the Terrans, and there he is. You can catch a glimpse of him walking across stage. But yeah, I mean, DongRaeGu, he definitely was able to. I mean, he would have been able to win that game, but that very last battle, the positioning. I mean, he was already behind, but the positioning of the units was.